And everybody just seems to like go, well, it's just about unemployment. Well, it's not just about unemployment. It's actually about what companies are doing, the hiring, the exits, why they're doing it, what are they actually saying. So like I said, I go down rabbit holes, and my analysis is like, let's pull every weird fact, and every time I find a weird fact, I'm like, but why? But why? What is going on? So I go down that rabbit hole. So yeah, I'm like that person from, I don't know what the show is because I haven't actually watched it, where they have like the crazy board and they're just like, well, this
Oh,
is all
you
happening.
talking about Always
And
Sunny in Philadelphia, where he's pointing at, and there's like
there
pins
you
everywhere.
go.
Yeah,
Yes, yes, that's exactly it. That's my mind when I start like going through all of this. So, between building the modeling and starting to provide this analysis and actually really looking at what's happening, as opposed to just looking at sentiment online. Everybody points me to the layoff or to Blind or to Reddit. And yes, that's great. Take a lot of it with a grain of salt. A lot of people say a lot of things. Some of it's true. And some of it you go, wait a minute, that lines up with this. So
right.
it's been really fun just to kind of focus on that. So I've really kind of moved out of the career side of things and just really focused on the workforce intelligence and actually looking at real data and what's really going on in companies. And, it's amazing what is out there publicly, but it's hard to find unless you know what you're looking at. And yeah, it is just a case of finding all of those weird facts. What are those shock factors? What are the things that don't make sense? Then you go find out why.
You
So here I
you
am
you
now.
when you talk about like connecting all these random dots, it's funny because I think like you're being overly humble, I would say, because what you're describing is systems thinking, right? It's the ability to understand the forest for the trees. It's the ability to like see the patterns within seemingly disparate and disconnected actions or behaviors. And I what I love and hate, I'm gonna be transparent about the work that you do, is I love that it's so thorough. Obviously, it's obviously like driven by expertise. It's knowledgeable, like it's accurate. What I hate about it is it like confirms all of my anxieties, right? Like the I think like the overarching question I have for you is, are we cooked or not? Because it feels like we are cooked.
It's not great. Let's put it that way. I don't think it's like a done deal. I don't think the timer is like beeping really loud or the fire alarm's going off yet, but it's not fantastic. When you look at all the projections that I do, I honestly only publish a small amount of what I see because I don't think the world's ready for what we all kind of feel. Like you
Mm-hmm.
said, um, we're not there yet to be able
Yeah,
to look at it. And a lot of people are just like, oh, you put so much like negativity into the world. I'm like, no, you need to know what's actually going on. So therefore, when you are looking at your career or your next step, or you're in a job and going, I need to get out, where do I need to look? Utilize that information for good.
yeah,
And see what's actually happening. It's negative, but it doesn't have to be utilized as a negative. Use it as a positive stepping stone to go into the next roles. If you're knowing a company is about to have a hiring freeze because I put out some negative post on X or Substack, then utilize that and don't apply to them. Don't apply, even though the job is really cool or you've talked to the connect recruiter. I've met so many people that have done that, and it's I don't know, it's crazy.